Facebook account older വ്യക്തി at least once in a day when they scroll ഈ വ്യക്തിയുടെ വീഡിയോസ് കാണാറുണ്ട്.
Namaste, Nyan Nas from Nas Daily.
I have just arrived to India. Dick Kenneth Minuta. Hello from
Hi, I'm Isaiah and I'm a 17-year-old pilot.
became the youngest African American pilot because this simple man is China's Iron Man. 95-year-old grandma
你好，我是付志飞。
is one of only 10 women left with these feet in the world.
We may live in different planets, but we really are the same.
I love you. Good night.
It's the story of how Bedouins went from the desert to orbit Mars in less than 48 years. It's turning the impossible to possible.
ഇന്ന് ഈ വീഡിയോയില് I am so excited, like I don't think I have been so excited for the past so many interviews. ഇന്ന് ഈ ഒരു ദിവസത്തിന് വേണ്ടി I have been waiting. He is so popular to be putting such crazy captions. അതായത് ഒട്ടും ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റഡ് അല്ലാത്ത ഒരാളാണെങ്കിലും ആ ക്യാപ്ഷൻ കണ്ട ആ വീഡിയോ തുറന്നിരിക്കും. And let me just give you a few examples of his caption, okay? God of sight, why I quit partying, world's youngest billionaire, world's extreme humans, the craziest country. ഇതൊക്കെ കണ്ടു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ who will not open the videos? So today I am so happy to introduce to you Nusseir Yasin. The entire world knows him as Nas Daily. Nas, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I love your energy. You have more energy than I do.
But I'm so glad, Nusseir. I'm so happy to have you in the interview. And sorry if I call you Nas in between.
No worries. Nas means people in Arabic. That's why.
Absolutely, yes. How has Dubai been, and how many days are you here in Dubai for?
Dubai is great. I've been here for 10 days now, and I think I have another 20 days left, so I'm here for a while. It's great. I'm here mostly interested in the people and the country, in the infrastructure, in the way you guys do. It's very fascinating. It's very unique, and I want to try to share it with the rest of the world. That's my job.
Wonderful. What a timing. I mean, if you have to be in here in the midst of a pandemic, you've traveled to the rest of the world. This is your first time in Dubai.
Yes.
Okay. You're here in Dubai in the middle of a pandemic to prove, you know, how amazing this country is and how well we have coped with this pandemic and how the entire world is, like, we're setting an example of all the opportunities and of all the things that are going around Dubai. Nobody will ever know that it's a pandemic.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's so crazy open here. I don't feel like it's a pandemic at all. The job of Nas Daily is to amplify the good. So there is good to be found everywhere in the world. In Singapore, in Dubai, in New York, in Kerala. You know, there is good everywhere. And so my job here is to come, let's see what is good and what can we learn from this place so the rest of the world can copy. That's why I'm here.
Absolutely.
That's the trick. You have to do it 1,000 times. That's when you'll succeed.
You know, Nas, you should really realize the amount of impact you are creating, Nas. That is huge. That is humongous, man. That's humongous. It's just too good.
Yeah, I don't realize it. That's the funny part. I only remember it when I talk to you, but I don't. For me, it's just, okay, what's the next video? What is good that we can amplify? That's it. Just do this, like laser focus. It's good to hear that people are paying attention. It makes me happy. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Can I ask you, what's been the best thing about Dubai so far?
I'm tempted to say the weather. I like the weather. I don't know why people hate it. It's crazy. Great. It's
Really?
like a challenge. Humidity. No, I think the people are friendlier than I thought. I know Indians are friendly. I know Filipinos are friendly. Like, this is not a surprise to me, right? And they've continued to be friendly. But I didn't know the Emiratis were friendly, right? I didn't know that they would be friendly to me because I don't hear about them. I don't see them. I don't know about. So everyone here has been friendly. The locals, the expats, everybody. And so I really appreciate that, and I don't take it for granted.
I'm just going to say something about him. Pullikaran actually Nas Daily in the word varanatla main reason nu vechayna 1000 divasathina 1000 days na പുള്ളിക്കാരൻ 1000 videos ചെയ്തു, and that is only for 1 minute. If you calculate today in 2020, he's covered almost, let's say, 65 countries like Nas travel ചെയ്തു. As of today 1000 ദിവസം എടുത്ത് 1000 videos ആ ഓരോ വീഡിയോയുടെ ഡ്യൂറേഷൻ 1 minute ആണ്. And that's why it is firstly called as Nas Daily. അതിനുശേഷം after Nas Daily ഒക്കെ in the first half of 2019 Nas Daily കഴിഞ്ഞു. That means his daily videos are done. And then it started being weekly videos. അതിന്റെ ഇടയിൽ he started his own company in Singapore. How difficult was it, Nas, to handle everything, man? I mean, you know, doing the videos, shooting it. I've heard in one of your interviews that it takes 6 hours to shoot video, 3 hours to edit it. How do you manage it? For the people who complain about time, please listen to this.
Oh my goodness, it sucks. It's very hard. It's not a full-time thing. It's a full life thing. And that's what most people need to understand. If you want to make something that you believe is great, you have to dedicate your life to it, not necessarily your 9 to 5 to it. And you have to do it every day. So a lot of people do it once and then quit, or twice and then quit, or 3 times and then quit. But really, you have to do it every single day. And I did it every single day for 1,000 days. And that's how I ended up here talking to you.
We all know that you've been working with Venmo, and then you quit your job, your 9 to 5 job. They were overpaying you. But I want to know one particular thing. Was it anybody or anything that inspired you to get out of that job?
Yeah, for sure. I watched a YouTuber who was able to make a video every single day called Casey Neistat, and that really inspired me. So I was definitely inspired by some people on YouTube and some people on Facebook to start my own journey. Nothing is original in the world. Everything is inspired a little bit by everything, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, when you see someone do it, you realize it's possible. It's not impossible. And that's why, and I'm forever thankful to these people, because when you set an example that something is possible, it becomes so easy to achieve.
Nasന്റെ ഒരു പ്രത്യേകത എന്താന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നാസ് സെലക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഓരോ topics, if you look at it from a very very different perspective, a very controversial ആയിട്ടുള്ള topics ആണ് Nas എപ്പോഴും സെലക്ട് ചെയ്യാറുള്ളത്. Like for example, Syrian refugees in Greece, we've got slavery in Brazil, World War II survivors in the Philippines, we've got genocide in Rwanda. അപ്പം ഈ topics എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ people got different perspectives, like people got so many thoughts about it, like their side of their thoughts. What are the challenges you have faced, Nas?
The biggest challenge you face is to get people to care. Most people don't care. That's the problem. How do I get someone to care about something? How do you get someone to care about slavery in Brazil? How do you get someone to care about this person in Dubai? So getting people to care has been the hardest thing, and that's why I scream a lot. That's why I do all these videos, all these special effects, all this. It's just like, come on, please care.
Yeah.
Most people doesn't care, and that's the biggest problem a content creator will face in their life.
But I think you've managed to get the attention of people, because that's why you are where you are right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think screaming, making those videos all the time, some people start to notice, who the hell is this guy? What does he make? Why does he make those videos, essentially?
Okay, another question. Why haven't you come to the south of India yet?
I am planning to. Every time I go to India, I go to the normal places. I go to Mumbai, I go to New Delhi. Mumbai, most of the time is for work. And then one time I went to Assam, also work. But I think Kerala is my next place. It's crazy.
It has to be a place, because I can tell you that maybe 2 weeks will not be enough for you, because that's how much we've got. Malayalam is our language.
Of course, God's own country.
Absolutely, yes. We've got our very own festivals. We have the largest festival in Asia, which is called Thrissur Puram. So if you've seen pictures of Kerala, where we have like around 100 elephants, and we have like thousands and thousands of people get together for this, we're very proud to be, you know, a Malayali. We're called Malayalis. We're known as Keralites. Have you heard about something called as the Sadhya?
No, what's that?
Okay, so Sadhya in Malayalam, the word itself means banquet. So Sadhya is like a festival meal that's served on a festival called Onam.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, and that's completely vegetarian meals as served on a banana leaf.
Banana leaf, yeah, I've seen something similar. But yeah, I'm not much of a foodie, but I definitely heard a lot about the nature in Kerala.
I know you eat to live.
Yeah, exactly. I don't live to eat. I eat just to survive.
If I may ask you, it's very difficult, and I know it's not a good question to ask a content creator, but from all these videos that you've made, what's that one video that's your favorite? Somewhere inside, something that you're emotionally connected to, something that you cannot forget.
My favorite video is always the last video. I always try to make the last video to be my most favorite video. The last video I just launched from Dubai is my favorite video.
Launched from Dubai is my favorite video.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
that's the one. And the next video I'm launching this Saturday is my favorite video.
and the rest of the Saturdays to come, they're going to be my favorite videos.
Yeah, exactly.
You're very famous for your 1 minute videos. So your 1 minute advice to youngsters who look up to you and who want to become the next Nas Daily.
I would say my 1 minute advice is, look, we live in a world where your voice doesn't matter, where you don't matter. You know, you suck, you don't matter. No one cares about you, especially if you live in Kerala, to be honest. In many parts of the world, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Philippines, Palestine, you don't matter. Africa, you just don't matter.
Yeah.
And so I think you should develop something where you feel like your voice matters on the global stage. Whatever that thing is, art, music, audio, video, whatever it is, you do matter, right? And you have to raise your voice up. So that would be my only advice to people. And if videos will make that do, if videos raise your voice in the world, then do videos. If art does it, then do art. Do whatever it takes to matter.
We live in a world where, you know, to find good and genuine content is so difficult. Like I myself, again, is a content creator. I'm a radio presenter myself. You know, to find interesting content that will catch the attention of our listeners or even viewers, it's so difficult, man. I mean, I can be very honest with you because every single day you got to find something that will grab the attention of the people who are listening to us. And how do you find the content?
My community. So the community that you're in, they give you the ideas, right? So they say, hey, make a video about this person or make a video about that person. So the community helps me find the best video ideas. And the more you grow as a following, the more ideas you will get. Certainly not all the ideas come from here. They come thanks to the community like you, right? So you suggest ideas. You say, come to Kerala, we have this thing, we have that food, we have to do that thing. You know, that's kind of like the way it works.
Your most controversial video, some particular time that you've got really screwed by just being honest. Okay, now that's the best thing about your videos, right? You've got videos, I mean, there's so many videos, if I have to name, there's so many of them. There were times when I watched and I was like, how did he just say that? In this world, there's so many things that's got to be like tucked underneath, yeah? But you said it out loud. What's been those reactions? Have you got any crazy reactions from people?
So there's a lot you can hate about Trump, but there's one thing you can learn from him is the way he normalizes. So if you say something once, you'll get the most pushback. But if you say it 100 times, you'll get less pushback every single time after. So how did Nas say that? Okay, he said it again. Oh my God, he said it again. Oh my God, he said it again. And then people stop caring. And that's when you can start saying whatever the heck you want to say with no restrictions.
Okay.
And so it's very important to develop that brand of, I'll just say whatever I want to say and I'll just scream it. And it's just my opinion. And if you don't like my opinion, it's okay. But I'm going to continue saying my opinion, you know? And so that's something a lot of young people need to develop as well.
And I'm sure it took you a very long time to reach to this mentality that you've come in.
Yes, it takes a while. It takes 2, 3, 4 years.
Okay. And what's the role of your family, if I may ask, in shaping you to where you are today, Nas?
That's a good question. It's impossible for you to be different than your family, right? It's my nature. It's not my nurture. It's my nature. So I have a lot of my genes, my dad and my mom and whatnot. So I think the biggest thing they've done is to allow me to be free to do whatever I want. And that is something not a lot of people have, especially women. You know, you're always tied down to what your dad or mom want you to do. And what I like about them is that they kind of let me do whatever I want to do. And that's a big deal. And that's why I started Nas Daily, you know? So for me, the biggest thing I took from my parents is freedom. Freedom is priceless, and they gave me that, and I created Nas Daily with it, and I would love to give that freedom to my kids in the future.
Wow, your mom's a teacher, right?
Yes.
No wonder you've got that great talent of storytelling.
Did I? I don't know if I did. I hope I did. Well, I'm trying 1,000 times.
And you did it. I mean, come on. That's why you are where you are right now, Nas. That is why Nas Daily is Nas Daily, and that's why nobody can clone you or things like that. You're so unique in your own way, Nas. It's been so good. I just want to say a big thank you for the time, for the encouragement, and for being kind, Nas, because that's what the world needs right now.
You are a very kind person, and I want to thank you for actually spending time to actually watch those videos, because no one watches, like I don't expect people to watch or care this much. So thank you for caring and for wanting to do the program. took it for granted, and I hope I never disappoint you, you know?
The thing is, what I believe is the higher you grow, the bigger you become, the more, humble you got to be, because that's when you make a role model. That is where you've scored, Nas. It's so easy
Yes.
to be flying and doing things and visiting, and when you click that upload button, it's so easy to stop the relationship and communication right there. But when you follow up, when you respond, that's where it makes the difference. Thank you once again, and it's been such a pleasure, Nas. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you, Nas.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
God bless you.
Bye.
That's 1 minute.
See you tomorrow.
That's 1 minute.
See you tomorrow.
That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
Hit 96.7 FM.